this is actually an entertaining story, but I want to make some comment about it because it's been really funny in the news. I call it the Peleton Wars, but you know there's this exercise gadget, Peleton exercise company, and basically, you know, it's an exercise machine you can get on, and it's a bicycling machine. We don't have one, but it's cool. Anyway, so there was a uproar based on a new advertisement that Peloton put out. And I actually have the ad. I believe we have the ad to play. Peloton ran this ad at Christmas time, basically encouraging husbands to think about maybe buying your wife a Peloton for Christmas. Do we have that? Here we go.
A Peloton? Give it up for our first time ride.
All right, first ride. I'm a little nervous, but excited. Let's do this. 5 days in a row. You surprised? I am. 6 a.m. Yay.
Rising with the sun.
That was totally worth it.
Let's go Grace Boston 50 ride.
She just said my name. A year ago, I didn't realize how much this would change me. Thank you.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton.
Okay, all I want to comment about that is, this is not a plug for Peloton. It is a plug for this idea. Look how bizarrely leftist feminist thought has contorted people's thinking that a sweet advertisement about a husband surprising his wife with a Peloton, and she likes it, and she's saying, well, gee, I thought I couldn't handle it, and then I really got better and better, now I love it. At the end, she says a very sweet thank you to her husband. I mean, a sweet ad. I can see why that ad passed all the politically correct, blocking points that may be inside many big companies. But the leftists went nuts about that ad. They claimed it was sexist, that her husband was fat shaming. I'm sorry, that woman is so skinny. I'd like to be as skinny as she is. So she's a skinny, beautiful, sweet wife who adores her husband, who appreciates a gift, but the left went so berserk over complaining about that it was sexist, it was fat shaming, it was disrespectful, and I think there's a lot of criticism of the wife, that she was too demure, too much just deferring to her husband. I mean, the whole absurdity. I mean, it's one thing to have a personal reaction to that ad, but the left never has just a personal reaction to ads. Leftism is always about relentlessly pushing their agenda. Always, always, always pushing their agenda. So the opportunity to attack traditional marriage, to attack a normal-looking couple, a sweet husband who buys his wife a gift, a wife who likes her husband and appreciates her husband, says thank you to her husband, who likes the Peloton. The left saw that as an opportunity to exploit, again, basic marriage, traditional relationships between men and women, the whole notion of a sweet Christmas gift, which actually challenged her a little bit. She's a little bit nervous about getting on a Peloton, but the idea that a sweet ad like that could be used by the left was just too rich for them to ignore. So they used it. They went on a big Twitter and social media attack on Peloton and accused them of being sexist and being demeaning and being insulting, and women should be outraged and how dare they talk about women that way, blah, 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 to the point it drove down Peloton's stock. Seriously. So, you know what? If my husband, he's listening, so I might tell him, I would like a Peloton for Christmas. No, not really. But I think they're great. I think they're great. And the idea that we're so bizarrely confused by leftists in this world that we would think we ought to be ashamed of an ad like that, it really says more about how out of touch leftism and leftists are with the heart and soul of America.